Welcome back to the TM Master Cup Series here at Daytona. Marcus Leonard is forcing it 4 wide. He's really pressing the issue. Marcus is really looking for some positions here, and he is just driving like a madman right now. And it shows. Leonard, he actually clears him. That was a fantastic bit of driving, but absolutely, well, uncalled for. It was fantastic, but it wasn't called for. Leonid Roderick assumes the lead, but Lance, if you're going to see anybody do something insane and on the racetrack but actually pull it off, it's probably going to be Marcus Leonard, because remember, he drove through a wreck here at about 225 miles an hour. Of course, these cars are slowed down from last year. But last year, Marcus Leonard drove through a massive wreck in the qualifying races, full throttle at about 220 miles an hour. Half the paddock called him justifiably insane, but Leonard just shrugged and said, hey, I'm on the grid and you're not. So Leonid Roderick in car number 4 assumes the lead, but Marcus Leonard, I think, then probably acquired some fans then and there. Julian Silva coming up on the inside. I see some fast cars on the bottom. We're on board Kurt Pliskin here. Now I think we should watch here is the inside and the outside line to see where they're fastest. Use cars 37 and 02 on either side of the 16 here. Gauge that. Coming into the trial, the outside line is a lot stronger than the inside line here. But then watch. Coming into the first couple of turns, wait for the 37 car to suddenly reappear. There he is. And of course, Marcus Leonard even slips back a bit, so the two lines around this track, at least for these TM Master Cup Series cars, are very, very evenly gauged. Because you do have parts of the track where one line is better than the other. On the rear of the 51 of Bruno Battaglia, who really needs to decide what lane he's going to go into right now. You can see the front bumper of Mike Whitmore's car, the 73. Porsche wants that car. I think we do. There's Julian Silva, car number 1. On the inside, Roderick leads another lap in the number 4 car. Julian Silva very much was in a Lexus Rainsford Shadow last year. Was often considered the number 2 driver over there at Jeff Sesnick Racing. But she really seems to have a knack for these high-speed ovals. I think that's a stretch to say she's a knack for them. Nobody drives a Colt Morel from 2007, the 07 model, up to 3rd at Joliet, and against the likes of National Racing, and doesn't call that skill, because that car was not at all meant to do well on the intermediate tracks, or even the restricted play tracks for that matter. It was just not a very good race car, which makes Matt Smith's drive up the front here also very, very good. Julian Silva, former Formula A driver, Lexus Rainsford, came up through the Team Lights and Team Pro Cup ranks. I think that's sort of interesting when you think of it in and of itself. Rainsford has an oval background, and we haven't seen her win on an oval yet, whereas Julian Silva actually won in a Pro Cup race a couple years ago. Of course, Julian Silva only has the one win, the 2007 Cariala Grand Prix, which she won on her first try, and also won it from the pole as well. First rookie to sit in the pole for that race. Of course, Leonid Roderick, when he won the pole there, his time was disallowed because they said he cut one of the turns, which sparked some controversy, but they gave Roderick another go, and he qualified 2nd. Todd Wodarczyk on the inside, and he will assume the lead from Julian Silva, and he leads lap number 59. We're on lap 60 of 80, 3/4 distance. And this is where I think everything's going to start getting a little bit crazy here. As you see, Todd Wodarczyk drifting up to the middle a bit. Stephanie McGlynn in the 52 car. I'm surprised Roderick hasn't fallen all the way back yet and is working on that shuffle theory of yours that we had under the break. Yeah, the shuffle theory is something that Lance tried here a couple of years ago and finished 3rd. But the idea is you try to predict how long it takes you to go from the front to the back and then all the way back to the front when it matters. And Roderick looks like he might be trying that. Leon Kennison, the 3 car, there's somebody we haven't talked about much. And also you see right behind him, a couple cars behind him, Ian Cooper, Scott Bates, and Alan Hodges. So some very, very hard hitters, very heavy hitters coming up towards the front. Kennison's bushing up a little bit. Oh my, Lance, this could be bad. Coming into turn 1, Kennison. Oh, he pushed up! He's in the wall! Roderick is flying through the air! Todd Wodarczyk lands on the 37 car! Oh my! And he's driving it away! And he doesn't look too happy about it. My, I wouldn't either, but good lord. Lance, I saw the 3 car just push way, way further up the racetrack than anyone else who has so far, and it just looked like the Todd Wodarczyk car just was not ready for him to do that. It was pretty sudden. Say tire failure? I think we're gonna have to listen to the onboard audio for that. Now this doesn't have audio, but there you go. 3 car pushes up to the track way too much, into the 37, sends the 4 car for probably one of the wildest rides I've seen here. I'm surprised it didn't go through the fence. Well, fortunately, there isn't anything beyond the fence, except for grass, and maybe a couple of rabbits, but other than that, I can't imagine what. Roderick not giving Kenniston a break there. You can imagine when Kenniston went by him, there was a 1-finger salute given from the 4 car. Roderick is not too happy about that. Here's another angle of it. Yeah, 3 car pushes up the track way too much, gets into the 37. Good lord, that 4 car went flying. Of course, we think Roderick's okay since he's driving the car back to the pit lane, which I think is even more amazing. That thing went 15 feet in the air. It looked like it anyway, and came crashing down to the track, and he's driving it back to the pit lane. Leonard Roderick in the 4. He's had some wild rides here at Daytona, but most of those wild rides have been, well, wild rides to the front of the field anyway. On board Devereaux. My goodness. So Adrian, the Flying Frenchman, had a very good run, and that's apparently going to go to nothing because he got in that big mess as well. Cockpit view of Gary Edwards in the 8 car, and he got a piece of this as well. At least I think he did. A little too far away for us to see whether the 3 car had a tire going down. I don't think so, though. Tires should not be wearing down like that. And if it did, it would have shot straight up, and it wouldn't have made that turn at all. On board Chris Johans. He's not had a good day either, apparently, because ever since he got to the front, his days has gone spiraling down, and he gets into another wreck. The 22 car. Chris Johans. On board Lauren Roth. This should be pretty telling. Right, it looks like Rolf may be trying to make a full wide situation here, but the thing you don't do is you don't let him in, and I think that's exactly what Leon Kennison did. He let the 39 car in when he absolutely shouldn't have, and then he just did that pretty much in one of the fastest parts of the racetrack. Stephen McGlynn and Julian Asoba, interestingly, will be up front. Here's another look from Glenn. Going to be due to see if there was a tire problem or if there was a driver problem. Oh, there's definitely a driver problem. Because if there's a tire problem, he would have shot straight at the track. And, I don't know what he was thinking, really. I can say that about a lot of people. There's about 10 or 15 people, looks like, that started this race didn't deserve to even be here. At least it seems like it to me. Well, pretty chaotic race means we're going to have to step away and let cooler heads prevail.